Welcome all. In continuation to our lectures on rolling, so today I'll take up the topic again. So this is rolling 2. Already I have given a video on rolling 1 and today it is rolling 2, which is in continuation to my previous video. So first of all, I thank you for the response that you have given. And again, I'm telling you, I'm trying my level best. I'm trying my level best to make you understand the subject in a simple manner. I repeat, I am trying my level best. Right. So today we'll see the mechanics of rolling. Like, what are the things that we are going to see in this class or in this video? How much reduction is possible per single pass? What is the meaning of single pass? What is multi-pass? All those will be saying. Then, what is roll contact length? And what is the influence of radius of the roll on contact length? And we will be deriving certain equations in a simple manner. And after that, if time permits, I'll be talking about roll separating force in the same video. If it is not possible, then I'll be making another video on roll separating force, which is very interesting too. Chalo, let's continue. My dear students, let this be, we'll take up this color, right? Let this be the initial thickness, Hi, and this be the final thickness, which is H0. The strip or my workpiece is passing through rolls, and thereby there is a reduction in the thickness of my workpiece. So the thickness is getting reduced from Hi to H0. Excellent. Let us see what is the reduction. The reduction in, or we call it as draft. It is a single pass. In a single pass, we are achieving this much reduction from the initial thickness Hi, we are achieving H0. If you clearly observe, the total draft or the reduction is delta H, which is initial thickness. You can also write this as Ti, and the final thickness, that is H0. This is the reduction in thickness achieved in one pass. Underline the sentence, one pass, single pass, because in examination he may be giving you the total reduction, wherein we may be asked to calculate the total number of passes, something like that. So let this be in a single pass. We are analyzing our forces, all those things in a single pass. Chalo. Now observe here. Dekho. Now this is Hi minus H0, and if you see clearly, let me show you. So the initial thickness is H9, final is H0. So the total reduction is delta H. So delta H means half on this side and half on this side. So this is nothing but delta H by 2. This is also delta H by 2. I repeat. So delta H by 2 plus H0 plus delta H by 2 will be equal to this total initial thickness. So on each side, half of the thickness is reduced, half of this. So the total is Hi and this is H0. So the difference is delta H. Delta H means on this side half, this side half. Okay. So this vertical distance is delta H by 2. Okay. This is the radius of the roll, capital R. Capital R is the radius of the roll, capital R. Okay. Chalo, capital R is radius of the roll. No problem at all. Now, simple mechanics, plain mathematics. The radius of the roll is, this is the radius, this is the radius, this is the radius of the roll. The radius of the roll is R, which I have shown here. And this length is delta H by 2. So this will be R minus delta H by 2. This one. This is R delta H by 2, and this will be R minus delta H by 2. So let us take this triangle. Okay, I'll write this as O, A. Let us say some C, whatever it may be, O, A, C. Let's take this triangle. This is O, yes, O. This is A, okay, and this is C. Let this length, please understand carefully, this is my deformed portion. This portion, I repeat, this is my deformed region. Okay, and this length, let it be L, which we call it as contact length. So the contact is made by this workpiece with rolls from here to here. So therefore, if I take this projected one, so we have this L. And let us see what is the angle of bite. Dhyan se suno. The contact is starting here of the workpiece, and this is the vertical center. This is the center of the roll. So you draw a vertical. So from it is entering here and leaving here. So from entry to exit, what is the angle made by this? And let this angle be alpha, which I call it as angle of bite. The angle made by the workpiece with the vertical, this is the vertical, and from here the contact is made, and yahan se with the vertical, this is angle of bite alpha. Okay, simple plain mathematics, and you know this length exactly. So the overall is R, and I want OC. This is delta H by 2. This is R. So this will be R minus delta H by 2. Very good. Now, okay. So let me apply simple Pythagoras theorem. So this is radius of the roll. देखो, ये है radius of the roll. This is the radius of the roll. This is the radius of the roll. Capital R. So capital R square. Hypotenuse square is this L square plus R minus delta H by 2 का whole square. चलो, तो R square is equal to L square plus R square plus delta H square by 4 minus 2AB, 2R into delta H by 2. Okay, no problem. My dear students, the radius of the roll is very large in comparison to the thickness of the workpiece. I repeat, the roll radius is very large, maybe 300 mm, maybe 400 mm, maybe 600 mm, whatever it may be. So the radius is very large, but the thicknesses are very small in comparison to the radius of the roll. Iska matlab, delta H is, thickness is very small and reduction in thickness is much more small, and the square of quantity is very small. And you take something like 0.2, very small, iska square 0.04 or small hoga. So please understand carefully, in comparison to R square, which is very large, delta H ka square is very small, so I can neglect. I repeat, I can neglect this delta H in comparison to R square. So R square gaya, so L square minus R delta H, yeh to gaya, so R square minus R square is 0, it is 0. So L square is equal to R delta H, or L is equal to under root of R delta H. This is very, very important. I repeat, the contact length, roll contact length L depends on the roll radius R and the reduction in thickness that is to be achieved. This is one of the important equations, and many times questions were asked on this. The contact length L is equal to R delta H. Very good. Now please understand carefully. Now 1 second. So let me remove all this. So this is one of the important equations, that is L is equal to under root of R delta H. Okay, no problem at all. Right. Ab dekho. Now try to understand clearly. Chalo. What I do is L is equal to R delta H under root. Just now we have seen. Means, listen carefully. For a given reduction, I repeat, for a given reduction, if my delta H is fixed, let us say for a given reduction, अगर आपका स्ट्रिप का थिकनेस 25 mm से 22 mm को रिड्यूस करना है, इफ आई वांट टू रिड्यूस द थिकनेस फ्रॉम 25 to 22 mm, so what is delta H? 25 minus 22, that is 3 mm. So if that is fixed, now let us see the influence of roll radius on contact length. I repeat, my dear students, so for a given reduction in thickness, L is proportional to root R. इसका मतलब अगर हम थिकनेस रिडक्शन को फिक्स किए, इफ आई फिक्स द रिडक्शन इन थिकनेस, माय कॉन्टैक्ट लेंथ is proportional to roll radius. It means if the roll radius is more, the contact length will be more. There may be a possibility of question. If the roll radius is increased from this to this, the contact length will change from this to this. So I can write L2 by L1, but this is for a given reduction in thickness. So this can be written as under root of R2 by under root of R1. Let us try to understand this in a bit clear manner. Okay, observe here. So I'll take this color. Let us assume that, okay, this is the center. Okay, now this is the plate. Okay, chalo. You are reducing from, understand carefully, you are reducing from, तो ये कितना होगा? This side half, the other side half. So this is delta H by 2. Okay, so I am fixing this. Let this radius be R1. If the radius is R1, my contact length is, देखो ये होगा आपका contact length. This is my contact length. This is my contact length. So let me write it as L1. Let me increase the roll radius. What will happen? So I am increasing the roll radius. देखो from R1 to R2. But please note clearly, for a given thickness, I say, means in first case the radius is R1 and in second case it is R2. So देखो please observe here, I am reducing the thickness from this height to this height. In second case also, if you see the contact, this is the contact, this is the contact. So in first case, this is my L1, this is my L1, and in second case, this is my L2. So we will be seeing the influence of roll radius on roll separating force. Abhi to roll separating force we have not discussed. What is the influence of contact length on roll separating force? All these will be seen, but these are fundamentals. So if I am increasing the radius of the roll, अगर हम roll का radius बढ़ा रहे हैं, तो contact length is increasing, contact length is increasing, contact length is increasing. So this is one of the important observations to be made. इसका consequence I'll be teaching you in my next class or after some time. Okay, chalo. So now I can write as, देखो, in first case, and please understand carefully, in every case we are reducing, my delta H is same, मतलब on this side half, on this side half. In both the cases, in first case we are reducing it by delta H by 2, and in second case also we are reducing it by delta H by 2, यहाँ से यहाँ तक, यहाँ से यहाँ तक. So but the contact is starting here. In second case, in first case the contact is starting from here to here. This is L1, and in second case the contact is starting from here, and this is my L2. So with increase in roll radius, the contact length is increasing. I have given you the equation also. Chalo, let's proceed further, my dear students, without any difficulty. Chalo, now observe. Chaliye, I'll take some different color. Okay, thoda dark le lenge. Chalo. So we have seen that. Now what I do is, what is the okay, one more thing. Let us take this as O, this as A, and this as some C. तो ये हो गया आपका R. This is R minus delta H, and this is contact length L, contact length L. So I will take this triangle. So it is plain mathematics, radius of the roll, and this is point O. This is A, and this is contact length L, and this is angle of bite. देखो यहां से यहां तक, this angle is known as angle of bite, and this is my C, and already you know this length as the total is radius, half is delta h by 2, and this is r minus delta h by 2. Okay, let's take tan alpha. You know what is tan alpha? Opposite by adjacent, that is contact length L by r minus delta h by 2. Just now I told you that delta h is small in comparison to roll radius. You should be very careful. For example, if I write something like r by r plus delta h, don't write that delta h is small and make it 0. Please understand the essence. It is small in comparison to radius. तो हम डेल्टा एच को इसके कंपैरिजन में नेग्लेक्ट कर सकते हैं, बट इंडिविजुअली आई कैन नॉट नेग्लेक्ट दिस. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल. आई यूज द वर्ड वेरी क्लियरली. डेल्टा एच इज स्मॉल इन कंपैरिजन टू, आई रिपीट, delta h is small in comparison to r. Delta h is small, delta h by 2 will be much more small. So I can neglect this in comparison to r. So my tan alpha will be equal to, very good. तो क्या होगा? ये तो बहुत कम है. This is very small in comparison to r. So I will write this as L by r. But just now we saw L is equal to under root of r delta h, where r is roll radius. So tan alpha is equal to L. What is L? Under root of r delta h by r. So therefore tan alpha is equal to, ये गया है root r. So we have root delta h by r. This is also very important equation. I repeat, tan alpha is equal to root delta h by r. And the first equation that I gave is contact length is r delta h, and tan alpha is equal to under root of delta h by r. These are two important equations, and with this we'll proceed further. थोड़ा आगे बढ़ेंगे. And I request everyone, by this time you are supposed to remember these equations. By this time I request you to remember all these equations. So don't worry at all. चलो अब एक important condition देख लेंगे. We'll see one of the important conditions here. What is that? Let's see. Now, okay, so right, I'll take this. ये वाला कलर ले लेंगे. Yes, देखो. Now let us see the condition for self entry of this piece. मतलब I am neither applying pushing force nor pulling force. So what is the condition for self entry of my workpiece into the rolls? I repeat, now I write condition for self entry of workpiece. I repeat, so it should move in this direction. Matlab there has to be a net force in this direction, because my workpiece is moving towards right. Okay, now, okay, no problem at all. Towards right. No issues at all. Okay, dekho. Now, let's take this point. Understand carefully. So, I will draw the workpiece. Ye wala. I'm showing this part. Okay. And you know, let us assume that yahan se yahan tak. Let us assume this point as B. So, let this point be B. And let this point be A, as I said already. Let this point be A. Okay. Now, look at carefully. Let me show forces acting on the workpiece. I repeat, forces acting on the workpiece. तो ध्यान से सुनो. This roll will exert a normal force on this. तो अब देखिए, मैं दूसरा कलर यूज करूंगा. ये जो रोल है ना, देखो ये जो रोल है. सो इफ यू हैव ए कॉन्टैक्ट लाइक दिस, आई विल शो यू. अगर ये कॉन्टैक्ट है, इफ यू हैव ए कॉन्टैक्ट लाइक दिस, इट विल एक्सर्ट अ नॉर्मल फोर्स लाइक दिस एट द कॉन्टैक्ट. सो देयरफॉर नाउ अंडरस्टैंड. तो दूसरा कलर ले लेंगे. चलो, दिस इज द फोर्स. तो लुक एट, तो यहां पे, तो सेम डायरेक्शन आई एम शोइंग. दिस इज द नॉर्मल रिएक्शन. मतलब ये जो रोल है विच इज एक्सर्टिंग ऑन द वर्क पीस, यहां पे. सो ऑन द वर्क पीस. ओके, दिस इज आर. आई टोल्ड यू इन माई earlier, I mean the first rolling video. From entry to the neutral point, the frictional force will be in the direction of roll. I repeat, from entry to the neutral point, the frictional force is in the direction of rolling. But after the neutral point, it is different. So I am showing at the entry, at the entrance, the frictional force will be in the direction of rolling. तो अगर नॉर्मल रिएक्शन आ रहे हैं तो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स होगा परपेंडिकुलर इस नॉर्मल रिएक्शन को परपेंडिकुलर डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज विद दिस आर इज नॉट रेडियस, इट इज द नॉर्मल रिएक्शन, सो आई राइट आर एन. चलो कोई बात नहीं, आर एन नॉर्मल रिएक्शन, मतलब ये रोल हमारे वर्क पीस पे एग्जर्ट कर रहा है. दिस आर एन इज the force exerted, the normal force exerted by the roll on my workpiece. Okay, and the frictional force, देखो direction, it is mu into Rn. Why are you showing in this direction? The reason is at the entrance, already I explained beautifully in my first rolling class, at the entrance to up to neutral point, in the lagging zone, the frictional force is in the direction of rolling, so ये मेरा mu Rn है. Excellent. एंड ये देखो ये दोनों 90 डिग्री है, दिस इज 90 डिग्री, एंड यू नो वेरी वेल, देखो, एंड दिस इज विथ वर्टिकल इट इज अल्फा, सो एंड यू नो वेरी वेल, सेम ट्रायंगल आई एम शोइंग, तो देखो ये है अल्फा, दिस इज अल्फा. एक्सलेंट. Now what will be this? It will be, देखो this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is alpha, this will be 90 minus alpha. Why? Sum of the angles in a triangle is 180. अगर ये alpha है तो ये 90 minus alpha. If this is 90 minus alpha, this will be alpha because this and this are perpendicular. फिर से बता रहा हूं, सुनो. I repeat, if this is already 90 and this is alpha, so this angle will be 90 minus alpha. If this is 90 minus alpha, if this is 90 minus alpha, this and this are perpendicular, this and this are perpendicular. If this is 90 minus alpha, this will be alpha. If this is alpha, observe carefully, ये alpha हो गया. Excellent. तो understand carefully. Now one more thing. So ये angle हो गया आपका, ये तो टोटल हॉरिजॉन्टल से 90 हो गया, सो दिस विल बी 90 माइनस अल्फा. एंड वेरी सिंपल, ये देखो एक बार प्लीज ऑब्जर्व, आई रिपीट, यहां से आई शो यू वेरी क्लियरली, डोंट वरी, इरेज. ओके चलो आपके लिए देखो, दिस इज द फोर्स एक्सर्टेड ऑन माई वर्क पीस बाई द रोल आर एन ले लेंगे इसको, एंड यू नो वेरी वेल ये एंगल ऑफ बाइट कितना है, ये अल्फा, एंड दिस इज अल्फा, दिस इज 90, सो दिस विल बी 90 माइनस अल्फा. अगर ये 90 माइनस अल्फा है तो इसका परपेंडिकुलर, दिस इज परपेंडिकुलर. इफ दिस इज 90 माइनस अल्फा एंड दिस टू, ये पूरा 90 है, ये पूरा 90 है, दिस इज 90 माइनस अल्फा, सो दिस विल बी अल्फा, दिस विल बी अल्फा. एक्सेलेंट. इफ दिस इज अल्फा एंड ये तो हॉरिजॉन्टल है, ये वर्टिकल है, द टोटल इज 90. इफ दिस इज अल्फा, दिस विल बी 90 माइनस अल्फा, 90 माइनस अल्फा, 90 माइनस अल्फा, एंड this and this are perpendicular, and this and this are perpendicular. If this is 90 minus alpha, total is 90, this is 90 minus alpha, so this has to be alpha only. Simple plain mathematics, don't worry, I repeat, ये alpha है, so I'll use different colors so that you can understand. If this is alpha, ये तो 90 है, sum of the angles in a triangle is 180. If this is 90, this has to be 90 minus alpha, because if you add all it will be 180. अगर ये 90 minus alpha है, ये लाइन और ये लाइन परपेंडिकुलर है, this normal reaction and frictional force are perpendicular. जब ये दोनों परपेंडिकुलर है तो ये टोटल 90 है. So if this is 90 minus alpha, this will be alpha, this will be alpha. If this is alpha, this is vertical and this is horizontal. If this is alpha, this will be 90 minus alpha, this will be 90 minus alpha. Yes. तो but ये और ये नॉर्मल फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स एंड नॉर्मल रिएक्शंस आर एट 90 डिग्री, दे आर एट 90, ये 90 है, टोटल 90 है. इफ दिस इज 90 माइनस अल्फा, दिस हैज टू बी अल्फा ओनली. होप इट इज क्लियर. नो, इट इज अ प्लेन मैथमेटिक्स. चलो, नो प्रॉब्लम. नाउ लेट अस सी द कंडीशन फॉर सेल्फ एंट्री. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड केयरफुली. सो ये पॉइंट ले लेंगे. एट दिस पॉइंट लेट मी शो द वर्क पीस. देखो ये पॉइंट, दिस इज द एंट्री. नाउ आई एम डिस्कसिंग द कंडीशन फॉर सेल्फ एंट्री. So I am neither applying pushing force nor pulling force. तो self entry से के लिए what is the condition for self entry? Look at now. This is your normal reaction. Rn. Can you tell me what is this? This is the force exerted by the roll on my workpiece. All these forces I am showing on my workpiece. So on my workpiece, it should be net rightward force. Then only it will be entering of its own due to friction. Chalo. Okay. Now look at my dear students. तो ये होगा आपका mu rn. Excellent. And already you know this with vertical, this angle is alpha. Okay. So now, and we also know this angle. If इस figure से देखो, ये rn vertical is alpha, mu rn horizontal, this is alpha from the figure. So I want this direction force. I repeat, I want this direction force. And in this direction, and there is a component of this Rn. In which direction? Leftward direction. इसको इस Rn को resolve करना. One component is like this. इसको opposite side. तो look at इस Rn का, this Rn का horizontal component will be opposite side. Means this will be, ये Rn है, इसका opposite side है. So it will be Rn sin alpha, and it is in the leftward direction. Excellent. And mu Rn, opposite is vertical, but adjacent this will be cos. So mu rn ka opposite, this vertical will be sin, horizontal will be cos. So mu rn cos alpha means on my workpiece there is a rightward horizontal force, there is a leftward horizontal force, but clearly it is moving towards right. Now tell me, for self entry खुद अपने आप जाने के लिए क्या जरूरी है? This force, इसीलिए बोल रहा हूं फ्रिक्शन इज यूज्ड इन डिफॉर्मिंग. तो दिस शुड बी म्यू आर एन कॉस अल्फा मस्ट बी फॉर ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू, देखो क्या है, दिस इज राइटवर्ड एंड दिस इज लेफ्टवर्ड. सो आर एन sin alpha. This should be more, then only it will. Limiting condition is what? Equal. Limiting की बता रहा हूं. So otherwise this has to be more than this. तो इससे अगर ये ज्यादा है compared to this, what is this r sin alpha? What is this mu r n cos alpha? If this is more, it will be dragged in and thereby the reduction in thickness is achieved. So for self entry, this rightward force on my workpiece should be greater than the leftward force. The leftward is Rn sin alpha. तो Rn कट गया. तो mu should be greater than or equal to. तो sin, ये तो Rn गया. So therefore sin by cos, this is tan alpha. And please note down that we may be expecting one condition. It should be, mu should be greater or equal. I repeat, mu should be greater or equal to tan alpha. What is alpha? Angle of bite. तो एग्जाम में सवाल आ सकता, फॉर सेल्फ एंट्री व्हाट इज द मिनिमम कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ फ्रिक्शन रिक्वायर्ड. तो एंगल ऑफ बाइट दे सकता, या फिर इफ द एंगल ऑफ बाइट इज गिवन, मिनिमम फ्रिक्शन इज गिवन, तो दिस शुड बी ग्रेटर और इक्वल. अरे यार ये ग्रेटर और इक्वल मतलब मिनिमम कब होगा? इक्वल. ये उससे ज्यादा ही होना चाहिए. सो मींस द मिनिमम वैल्यू ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, आई रिपीट, दिस वैल्यू शुड बी ग्रेटर और इक्वल. तो जब इक्वल होगा तो ये क्या होगा? मिनिमम होगा. मिनिमम से ज्यादा चाहिए मुझे. तो व्हाट इज द मिनिमम वैल्यू? द मिनिमम इज tan alpha. So he may be asking in examination, if the minimum coefficient of friction is so and so, what is the angle of bite for self entry? This question can be expected. I repeat, for if the minimum coefficient of friction is given, let us say 0.1, 0.2, whatever. So what is the angle of bite required for self entry? So वहां से क्वेश्चन आ सकता. Excellent, my dear student. This is one of the important equations. Don't worry. Now, what I do is, L is equal to root R delta H is first equation. The second is tan alpha is equal to, अभी तो बताया था, root of, just now I gave you, tan alpha is root delta H, I forgot. हाँ, क्या है? Root delta H by R. Just now I derived, अभी तो derive किया. And one more thing, mu should be greater than or equal to tan alpha. Excellent, my dear students. Look at, so mu should be greater than or equal to tan alpha. What is tan alpha? Under root of delta H by R. square on both sides. Mu square is greater than or equal to delta H by R, or mu square R should be greater than or equal to delta H. Excellent. So now I'll take this. A second, please. Mu square R is greater than or equal to delta H. Mu square R is greater than or equal to delta H. इसका मतलब क्या है, ध्यान से सुनो. और डेल्टा एच इज, ये ज्यादा है ये कम है, दिस इज मोर, और डेल्टा एच इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू म्यू स्क्वायर आर. लुक एट, in a single pass, this is in a, please note down that this delta H is not the total reduction, it is the reduction in one pass. So in a single pass the reduction is less than or equal. I repeat, delta H is इससे कम या इक्वल. तो मैक्सिमम कब, सुनो, डेल्टा एच इज लेस और इक्वल, लेस और इक्वल. अरे यार, डेल्टा एच इज लेस और इक्वल, तो मैक्सिमम कब होगा, जब इक्वल होगा. आई रिपीट, सो डेल्टा एच इज कम या इक्वल, मींस कम मींस लेस, इक्वल मींस मोर. सो देयरफॉर द मैक्सिमम रिडक्शन, आई विल राइट इट एज इक्वल कब होगा, जब मैक्सिमम, तो इट इज म्यू स्क्वायर आर. सो इट मींस in a single pass the maximum reduction that you can achieve is mu square r. I repeat, in a single pass the maximum reduction that we can achieve is mu square r, mu square r, mu square r. So these are very important equations. These are very important equations. So I gave you some of the equations. Let's recollect. Contact length is given by root r delta h. The second equation that I gave is tan alpha is equal to under root of delta H by R. And third one is, just now I gave you, mu should be greater than or equal to, just now I gave you tan alpha, or minimum friction, coefficient of friction is equal to tan alpha, where alpha is angle of bite. Very important equation. And the last one that I gave you just now is the maximum reduction that we can obtain per pass, single pass, is mu square r, mu square r, mu square r. This is one of the important equations. Excellent, my dear students. So let's proceed further from this and we'll try to analyze all the things in a very detailed manner. Have a look at this. In my earlier class I gave you like what is percentage reduction, then what is forward slip, maximum forward slip, maximum backward slip, all those we have seen. Now let's move further. Okay, so these are the things. Now we'll discuss one of the important part, that is roll force or roll separating force. Understand carefully. I told you very clearly, if this is my deformation zone, so A, B, this is at the entrance A, this is at the exit B, and this is say neutral point. And I'm going to talk about, देखो एक बार, let's see how the pressure is varying. So I think I had explained this in my last class, and the slip is rather the pressure is inversely proportional to slip. So I explained everything very clearly in my earlier class. एक बार वो भी देख लेना. Yes, here the pressure is maximum, means what is happening here? So the pressure is increasing, again it is decreasing. So the pressure is not uniform. So I told you in my first introductory class on fundamentals of metal forming, we take average flow stress. Hope you remember that equation. The average flow stress is given by K strength coefficient epsilon n by n plus 1. Now we will see how these things are useful in rolling. We'll be seeing beautifully. चलो कोई दिक्कत नहीं. देखो, now what I do is, because of this, let's try to calculate the average force. Okay. Now, एक बार my deformation zone का like I'll show you the figure so you can understand. I'll show you, don't worry. Yes. And this is my original thickness. And this is my final thickness. Okay. Initial, I'll take it as HI. Koi problem nahi. HI. And the final thickness is H0. Okay. Right. And if you see, my dear students, yahan pe ho raha hai. This is my deformation zone. This is our deformation zone. Just now you saw the contact length is L. The contact length is L and the width is W. Very good. Let's try to find out the average pressure. And then इसमें हम force को calculate करेंगे. So the pressure is not constant, it is varying. The pressure is not constant, it is varying. It is varying. Just now you saw, up to neutral point, it is increasing, then again decreasing. Let's try to calculate the average force. Average force. Take a second. So if the average force is FAV, what do we mean by average force? Kyunki pressure is not constant. So what I do is I'll take a small element and integrate. Just so you already calculated sigma average. So if the flow stress is sigma average, in the first class we have already calculated. So this will be equal to sigma average throughout this area. Let us assume that the average flow stress is sigma. So we have already calculated, but actually due to strain hardening, what is happening? The flow stress, the flow stress is different at different instants. So different positions. इसीलिए हम average calculate किए. That's why I request everyone to look at my first video, that is fundamentals of metal forming. तो अगर देखना है तो please see continuously, otherwise don't see, because I have linked all these things. So every video is not individual and separate. So every video is linked, right from fundamentals of metal forming, rolling 1, rolling 2, rolling 3, rolling 4. Likewise is the sequence. So the length is L and the width is W. So what will be the average? It will be stress, average flow stress into area. What is this area? L into W. L into W. So we can easily calculate this. W is given, length of the contact we can calculate. Sigma, how do I calculate sigma? Already I told you, K epsilon N by N plus 1. Now observe. So it will act. So whenever I say force, it will act at some point. So let us understand very clearly. When I say, so see, dekho ek baar. When the material is flowing, the flow stress is not constant. The stress required to cause the deformation is different. तो इसलिए मैं क्या कर रहा हूं? In my first video I have shown how to calculate average. मतलब ये पूरे deformation zone में एक average stress calculate किए. That average stress into this deformation area, into this area. What is this area? L into W. So average stress throughout this, I assume the stress to be sigma dash, which is hypothetical, but actually it is changing. वो small element लेके हम integrate किए. So that stress into area will give me the average force. It will be acting somewhere. अब देखो बेटे. So now understand carefully. Okay. So this easily sigma. तो फिर से बता रहा हूं. In examination, if sigma is given as K epsilon N, this is the true stress. This is the true strain hardening exponent and strength coefficient. इससे हम क्या calculate? From this I calculate sigma average. How do I calculate sigma average? K is known, N is known, epsilon can be calculated. I'll tell you how to calculate. Don't worry. Epsilon. How do I calculate epsilon? इधर देखो. Already I told you in my first class, true strain ln T final by T initial or L final by initial. So final thickness is known, initial thickness is known. You just go through my earlier classes. वहां पे true strain equation I have derived. It is log true strain equation, log final length to the initial length. So the final thickness is H0. So here I write final thickness is H0 and the initial thickness is H1. So he will give you final thickness, he will give you initial thickness. So I can calculate true strain. From true strain, N and K will be given. So N and K will be given. I can calculate sigma average. When sigma average is known, I can calculate F average. How? Sigma average L into W. So width will be given L. Just now I told you L is equal to under root of R delta H. So roll radius will be given. Reduction in thickness will be given. So you can calculate L. When L is known, width will be given. Sigma average can be calculated. This is known as average force required. तो देखो, अब देखते हैं हम इसका influence. ध्यान से सुनो. This is the roll. This is the roll. Center. Okay. This is, let us say, यहां तक contact हुआ. When the roll is exerting on the workpiece, workpiece will also exert a reaction. I repeat, when the roll is exerting on the workpiece will exert a reactive force. So if the average force is acting on the workpiece, the reactive will be on the roll. So let us assume that this is F average. And can anyone tell what is this? It is the force exerted by this work reactive force. The roll is exerting on the workpiece. The workpiece will exert on my roll. So this is the force acting on my roll by this workpiece. Similarly, जब ये इसको push करेगा, so ये workpiece है, this is the workpiece. If it is pushing like this and this will cause a reactive force, so on this it will be something like this. Please understand carefully. Observe carefully. And this is my contact length. But let us assume this to be some A. So we have calculated average force. It is acting this average force. So देखो, ये actually, this is increasing, again it is decreasing. इसका average calculate किया. It will be acting somewhere, something like center of pressure. The pressure is varying along the length. We calculate the center of pressure, net force where it is acting. So similarly, this is the average force. Okay. Now, understand carefully. When the roll is pushing, the work will cause a reactive force. When the roll is pushing, the work will cause a reactive force. Means these reactive forces are trying to separate rolls, and we call it as roll separating force. ये separate करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. So these reactive forces are trying to separate the roll, and this is known as roll separating force. Just now I gave the equation for roll separating force. That is sigma average L into W. Just now I gave this. Now let us see what is the torque on this. Next second please. Yeah, let us try to calculate torque on this rotor, this roll single. So what will be the torque, my dear students? F average into, देखो इस center पे घूम रहा है, F average into A. This A is known as arm length factor. See, this A is, okay, 1 second please. F average, torque is equal to F average into A. And that A is given by, based on experiments, it can be given as lambda L, and this lambda is known as arm length factor. If nothing is given, we take that lambda as 0.5. If nothing is given, we take it as 0.5, because this lambda varies with respect to the type of rolling, whether it is a cold rolling or hot rolling. So in cold rolling, it is roughly 0.5, and in hot rolling, it is 0.4 to 0.45. But if nothing is given, you take this as lambda as, फिर से बता रहा सुनो, this A is equal to lambda L, arm length factor lambda. So this actually it is obtained from experiments. So therefore lambda into L. So lambda क्या हुआ? Lambda is equal to, where is that? It will be given. You don't have to worry about this lambda. So फिर क्या करो आप? A को calculate करना. How do I calculate A? Lambda into L. Lambda will be given. L can be calculated. तो A आ गया. When A is known, what will be the torque? F average into A. But this is the torque on single wheel. But actually rolling achieve करने के लिए इसको भी घुमाना है, So therefore the total torque will be equal to 2 times, this is torque on this, and 2 times F average A. And if you want power, it will be total torque into omega. Total power required to achieve this is power is torque into this total torque into omega. Omega can be written as 2 pi n by 60, 2 pi n by 60. So please understand carefully, I repeat. So this is role separating force and this is given by this equation. And in my next video, I'll be teaching you what are the factors that influence role separating force and how do I reduce this role separating force. All this will be discussing. But to appreciate this all, we'll take up one question and close for today. I'll take one question and we'll close for today. So let's take this question. Dekho. 300 mm wide. So width is given as 300 mm. And the initial thickness is 25 mm. Okay, is fed through a rolling mill with a roll radius of, what is the roll radius? 250 mm. Excellent. And the thickness is to be reduced to 22. So final thickness kitna hai? 22. So can you tell me what is the reduction in thickness in a single pass? So it is 25 minus 22. That is 25 minus 22. Take care of units. Mm. Okay, no problem at all. And the speed is given as 50 rpm. ये भी दिया है देखो. And please note down speeds. They are very low because इतना बड़ा रोल को घुमाना है. So please, it is achieved very slowly. So देखो 50 rpm. So 1 minute में 50 rotation. Not that high. Very good. So and the flow curve दिया देखो. K is 275. N is इसका मतलब sigma is K epsilon n. See the link between first class and this class. That's why linkage is very important. But unfortunately, most of the students, ये चलो rolling to separately दिखते हैं. These are all linked classes. If you are seeing in a bits and pieces, you don't understand. So this is sigma again. So K कितना दिया है? It is 275 and N is given as 0.15. Excellent. What is he asking? What is the roll force, that is F average? What is the roll force? I'll keep my calculator ready. What is the roll force F average? देखिए, all whatever we have studied, let's do it very neatly. Let's calculate sigma average. First fundamentals of metal forming class, sigma average is K epsilon n by 1 plus n. So sigma average will be equal to K. What is K? 275 epsilon. Oh my God, epsilon. Just now I told you, how do I calculate epsilon? Just now I told you epsilon. What is epsilon? True strain. True strain. How do I calculate true strain, my dear students? देखो एक बार. How do I calculate true strain? देखो एक बार. हाँ. Yeah. 1 second, please. Yeah. We'll calculate true strain. True strain is ln, the final thickness to the initial thickness. Where from we got this equation? I have derived in my first class of fundamentals of metal forming. So epsilon is equal to ln. The final thickness is 22 mm and the initial thickness is 25 mm. So ये हो गया ln 22 upon 25. It is minus 0.12783. So it is 0.12783. So what does negative sign show? Reduction. So can I calculate sigma dash? Yes, I can calculate sigma dash. How do I calculate sigma dash? देखो, sigma dash is equal to K epsilon n by 1 plus n. So sigma dash is equal to K. What is K? K 275 epsilon. एक बार देखना. What is epsilon? 0.12783. 0.12783. So अगर ये नेगेटिव है तो ये नेगेटिव आएगा, मतलब कंप्रेसिव. That's it. N. What is N? N is 0.15. Excellent. 0.15 divided by 1 plus 0.15. And if I am calculating sigma bar, so I'll use directly. So it should be 175.6. As this is in megapascal, this will also be in megapascal. Excellent, my dear students. And one more thing, width is already given. What is the width given? देखो एक बार. So wide 300 mm. So width is 300 mm. Now L. Can anyone tell what is L? R delta H. I have derived just now. So therefore, अगर ये mm में है, ये mm में है, mm, root mm will be mm. So radius of the roll. What is the radius of the roll? कितना है radius? एक second. Yes. Radius of the roll radius is 250. So 250 and the reduction in thickness is 25 minus 22. Initial thickness is 25, final is 22. तो अगर आप इसको calculate कर रहे हैं, I'll use directly values. So this you are getting this as 27.38 mm. So now I can calculate roll separating force. अभी तो बताया roll separating force or roll force. It is sigma bar width into length. So therefore sigma bar, ध्यान से सुनो, what is megapascal? Newton per mm square. So this is Newton per mm. I repeat, megapascal means Newton per mm square. Width is in mm, length is in mm. So therefore answer will be in Newton. Sigma bar 175.6 and the length is 27.38. And R, what is R? Where is that? Length is 20. Width kitna hai? 300. So answer will be in Newton. And if you are calculating, and I am getting that force as 1442378.4 Newton. This much is the force required to achieve that thickness. Okay, next. What do you want? Next. एक second. Now, next what do you want? Force तो हो गया. Power and torque. पहले हम, let's try to calculate torque. Torque is equal to F average into A. And A is equal to lambda L. In this problem, arm length factor is not given. So when it is not given, take it as 0.5. So therefore, A will be equal to 0.5. Already we have calculated L. L kitna hai? Already we have calculated L. 27.38. And this is in mm. So therefore, torque will be equal to average force. What is the average force? Abhi to calculate kiye. What is the average force? 1442378. 1442378.4 into 0.5. देखो, this is F average into A. What is A? Lambda L. Lambda into L is 0.5 into 27.38. This will be this is already in Newton. This is in mm. So therefore, अगर न्यूटन मीटर में कन्वर्ट करेंगे, if you convert in Newton meter, so अगर आप इसको 10 power minus 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, this will be in meter. Already it is in mm, multiply with 10 power minus 3, it will be in meter. So you get Newton meter. तो कितना आ रहा है? I think you are getting this as 19731.5 Newton. This is the torque on single wheel. So power के लिए क्या करेंगे? पावर के लिए क्या करेंगे? 2 times, because एक का टॉर्क दूसरे का टॉर्क. So therefore power will be, we need to rotate both. एक को रोटेट करने से you cannot achieve. So we have to rotate both. So power will be multiplied with 2. So therefore, now I write, एक second. So therefore, power will be equal to 2 times T into omega. Omega is 2 pi n by 60. So power is 2T. Omega is 2 pi n by 60. Why are you multiplying with T? मतलब ऊपर का नीचे का total torque चाहिए. So into omega. So 2 times T. Already we know T. And what is T? 19731.5. Just now we have calculated 19731.5. Yes, into 2 into pi into n is, I think, 50 if I am not wrong. Yes, by 60. So therefore, if you are calculating why this 2, that is very, very important. So therefore, you will get this as 206621.6 watt. And or this can be written as 206.6216 kilowatt. अगर horse power में convert करना है तो divide with 0.746 kilowatt. 1 horsepower is 0.746 kilowatt, and if I divide with 0.746, I think you get about 277 horsepower. Oh my God, such a big power is required because you have to achieve the reduction in thickness also. So thank you, my dear students. And in my coming lectures, I'll be showing you like how what is the significance of friction hill and how that maximum pressure point is shifted when I go for back tension or front tension. All those I'll be discussing, and after that I'll be discussing various types of numericals. Thank you. If you are understanding, kindly just leave a message whether you are following or not. If you are following, leave a message so that I can continue. Otherwise, there is no problem. I'll stop. Thank you. God bless you.